This week on Blip, we talk to Tim about bug hunting, and we look at a spin-off from the creators of Gold the series.
Woo!
Hey guys, it's Annie, and you're watching Blip on Blip. Kelly and I created the show to give you an inside look at what goes on behind the scenes here at blip.tv. So it's winter time in New York here, and it is freezing, like literally freezing. I'm from California, and I can barely handle it, but whatever, I'll deal. Anyway, while we may think Blip is really great, we sometimes have a bug here and there. We work at a pretty fast pace, but thankfully we've got a guy who's really good at finding these bugs before the code leaves our offices. His name is Tim, and I caught up with him to do some chatting about bug hunting. I'm sitting here with Tim Coulter, who's the Director of Quality Assurance here at blip.tv. Thanks for being with us.
No problem.
Awesome. So why don't we start off with what exactly is quality assurance, and can you just explain to us what you do here at Blip?
Yeah, well basically when you release software, it's fairly complex, and so you have a lot of different people working on a lot of different pieces of it, and you put it all together. Sometimes you can release it with problems that you aren't aware of, and that's what we call bugs.
Awesome.
My job at a basic level is to investigate it and try to find those problems.
Cool. What's the process? How do you actually go about finding these bugs?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different ways. So, and a lot of different types of bugs. So some bugs could be, the feature isn't coded correctly. It doesn't do what we meant for it to do. There could be bugs where people just don't like it, which is a totally different class of bugs. Bugs that you didn't think about when you put two pieces of software together. There's race conditions, and then they, one happens before the other one, and it explodes, right?
Ah.
So, so the way that I primarily like to find problems with it is to investigate it, and so this mainly through. What we like to call exploratory testing, but you get in front of the software, you think of problems with it, like in real time, and then go and try to find them. And usually, spending maybe an hour in front of a feature, you eventually going down a path that leads you to a bug, which is pretty nice.
So, what qualities do you think it takes for someone to be a good QA tester?
Right. So that's a crazy thing. So the positive things are, curiosity, wanting to just completely learn about a new piece of software.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't have all the information about the feature. I mean, you're not the one who coded it, so you don't know all the different nuances of it, and you got to go figure that out. Another thing that I find in a lot of testers is they just love. They get this excitement out of finding a bug, which is kind of crazy when you think about it, because you're finding a problem in the software and you get really excited about that, which is completely opposite of a developer's point of view.
So this machine you test on, tell us about that machine.
Well, I mean, I have a couple of different machines. So behind me, you can see there's two monitors, or three monitors there, two machines. There's another machine in the back. There's a machine called Hudson, which I think is one you're specifically referring to,
tell
and
us
that's
about
the
Hudson.
one. That's the one that churns in the background. So whenever a developer commits a new piece of code or is finished with it, it gets loaded up in that machine, and then it runs our tests as soon as possible. And so the thing with that is we want to know as quickly as we can if there's a problem.
Are you angry about a certain thing that's gone missing from your testing environment?
Yeah, someone from the Blip Party, whoever you are, stole our mustache from Hudson, our build server. Thank you very much. It made for some great pictures. So I actually think we know who you are, and we'll find you.
Thank you so much for being with us, Tim.
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it. Thanks. All right, keep bug hunting.
That's right.
We'll see you next time.
All right.
Alrighty, thanks Tim for taking time out of your super busy schedule to talk to us.
Harry Houdini. What?
What about Harry Houdini?
Died in a car accident. He was driving a Maserati and crashed into a horse-drawn carriage.
We've got a bunch of great shows here on Blip, and each week we like to highlight one show that the whole office can't stop watching. This week we want to talk about Night of the Zombie King. The makers of Gold the series bring us Night of the Zombie King, which takes place between the first and second seasons of Gold. Night of the Zombie King looks into the world of Goblins and Gold, a tabletop role-playing game, bringing engaging drama to an already dramatic sport. Also, check out their gorgeous opening credits. I love them. If you'd like to check out Night of the Zombie King, head on over to nightofthezombiking.com. New episodes are released every Tuesday.
Harry Houdini was a dipsomaniac.
What's a dipsomaniac?
He liked those Dippin' Dots.
That's it for this week on Blip. Join us next week as we talk to Rafi and Josh from the West Coast sales team. New episodes of Blip on Blip come out every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. We'll see you then.